Hello, my soul family. We are here. Let me go live over here. Okay. And we are live. We are live. Actually, I gotta go live over here. Hold on 1 second. Is this even working? Let's see. My. What's going on? I need to figure out how to go live over here on TikTok again. Okay. Okay, for some reason, I don't know. Oh, I think I'm in the wrong. Holy moly. Let's see here. Oh my. I guess I won't be able to go live on TikTok tonight. Oh well. It is what it is. That's so interesting. Let me see. How is my soul family doing? I'm gonna wait a few more minutes to see if everyone else gets the transmission. Do me a favor and invite others into this live. Please do. Please do, please do. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. No. Let me see. For some reason, I am not able to. Oh well, I guess TikTok will be out of this one tonight. It is possible that TikTok will be out of this one tonight. It's all good. It's all good. Yep. Or maybe not. Let's see. Let's see. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, finally. Holy moly. Okay. Finally I can go live on TikTok. Anyway, better late than never. How is everyone doing tonight? How is my beautiful soul family doing tonight? Glad to be here. Happy to be here. Happy to be in this space esta noche. It's definitely a night. It's definitely a night. You know, when you sit back when you sit back and when you sit back and you realize how time flies. It's incredible how time flies. In ways that time flies in ways that I can't even wrap my head around how time flies. It's incredible how time flies. It flies so fast. And that oh, my soul sisters on here. Thank you. What a night to build. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know, and for those of you watching on Instagram, since it's been Instagram and on YouTube, since these are two platforms that started Tarot Tuesday with me. Because on TikTok, I've been going live not too long. You know, a little less than 6 months, I think, if even. But here on Instagram and on YouTube, we've been going live for 10 years now. Literally 10 years. I've been scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, going back to the very first pictures and posts and shares and Tarot Tuesdays and what have you. And it took me back that long. Back then, I was actually with the House of Intuition down in LA, and which tonight I have to also mention House of Intuition because we have to give credit where credit is due. Many years ago, well, 11 or 12 years ago, um actually forgot, it's probably longer than that. My goddaughter is probably on here on Instagram. Magda, if you're on here, let me know. My godchild introduced me to the owners of House of Intuition, and they wanted a reading, and I did a reading for them. I forgot how long it was that very first time I did a reading for them, and in that particular moment, I think it's longer than 10 years actually. In that particular moment, uh, the owner of House of Intuition invited me to come go work at the House of Intuition. And initially, I was totally not down for it. I was not down for it. I was saying no. It was just no. I'm not going to do that because it's not the background, it's not the mentality that I had arrived to California with. These spiritual practices, in whichever capacity, has always been, at least how I grew up, has always been close knit. And it's always been by way of word of mouth, recommendation, etc., etc. And I was not I was not open to the idea of taking it to the public. The story is much longer, and I'm not going to go into all those details. But long story short, after a particular download, after certain things that went down, after spirit literally coming from my ass, you know, um, and after a dream I had, uh, when she came around again and said, come on, you should at least try it, etc., etc. First, she wanted me to do shell readings, Orisha shell readings at House of Intuition, and definitely said, I'm not doing that in a public setting. I only do that privately. So then when she came around again, she said, well, why don't you at least try to, do spiritual readings and do tarot readings or what have you? And I was like, I don't know about all that. Anyway, long story short, I gave in. I said yes, and I started there. And long story short, because I was there for House of Intuition, one of the requirements was to open up a social media page. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm not, I don't like to publicize myself like that, et cetera, et cetera. But it was one of the requirements in order to work there, to be there. You know, um, they needed you to have at least a social media page, and I opened it up. I opened up that Instagram, my first Instagram I had, the one, my last Instagram page, and there, um, I started, doing little tiny posts. It was just posts, and I was so uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable. I can't even begin to tell you how uncomfortable I was. Right, and wow, to look back and think of that. To look back and think of that, I can only sit here tonight in gratitude as we get ready to close out Tarot Tuesday on this level. I started doing Tarot Tuesday live about 8 years ago, um, and it's been a journey. It's been it's been a heck of a journey. My YouTube followers, my Instagram mainly, especially the previous page that I had before it got hacked, and I had to create this new page, um, and because the algorithms on social media pages have changed or continues to change over the years. It's not exactly the same, um, because at first, they weren't really limiting your access in terms of how many people could see you, what have you. Back then, the vast majority of my following, I mean, it was the engagement was huge. Those of you on here on Instagram right now, that have been with me since day one, or at least quite a few years back from my previous on my previous Instagram page, know how much engagements there were. Now, the algorithms over the years changed, and everything has changed. Anyway, that being said, my TikTok family, you are on the newer side because I haven't really gone live on TikTok that long, only within the last less than 6 months. But my Instagram and my YouTube, you know, I sit here tonight with lots of mixed emotions, in a happy way, mixed emotions. So I want to share a couple of things with you before we dive in, into our last Tarot Tuesday together. Um, I want, if you will, um, I want you to write in the chat. I want you to write in the chat: completion, integration, and reclamation. Completion, integration, and reclamation. Write it in the chat. I'm missing all these. I'm missing all these comments here on YouTube. Hello, hello, my soul family. Please share this live. Share this live so those that didn't see that I'm live can join us. Completion, integration, and reclamation. That is our theme for tonight. Completion, integration, and reclamation. To me, when Spirit gave me this theme earlier today, I was setting, prepping, you know, how I do. Those of you that know me know me. I don't just come on and I just sit here. No, I prep the place, and this is my place. This is my home. I live here, right? But doesn't mean that I am exempt from clearing out energy, prepping the place, burning my incense, putting my glass of water, my candle that I pray on, et cetera, and many other little things that I do. um, when Spirit gave me this theme, when this download came to me, completion, integration, and reclamation, to me is significant. Hear me out. For me, is significant of closing cycles without closing power. Do you hear me? Closing cycles without closing power. Closing cycles without closing power. Why the last Tarot Tuesday? Oh, you've been missing all the posts. You've been missing all the things I've been sharing for a little bit now. This has been long coming. This year, Spirit has called for elevation and has called for uh, a different kind of energy to come through. Tarot Tuesday has completed its cycle, beloved. Closing cycles without closing power. I don't know how that lands in your inner spirit, but to me, that's very, very revelatory, if I may say so myself. So hear me out for a little bit. I can't just dive into this like I usually do. I got to honor different layers need to be honored here tonight. Um, Tonight is not just another Tarot Tuesday. Mm-mm. Tonight is a threshold, if you will. It's a threshold. For years, we have gathered here, pulling cards, reflecting, interpreting, questioning, listening. What began as a weekly practice became something so much more, so much more. It became a ritual. It became a place where clarity interrupted confusion. Okay. But nothing powerful, hear me out, my soul family. Nothing powerful is meant to run unconsciously forever. Okay. Nothing that is truly divinely powerful is meant to run unconsciously forever. Everything that has integrity eventually completes its cycle. And I internally, spiritually, energetically, vibrationally, I have accepted that. Um, and tonight we are not ending Tarot Tuesday casually. We are closing it very much consciously, if I may say so. So that's why the theme tonight: completion, integration, and reclamation. Completion, integration, and reclamation. Closing cycles without closing power. Because when something completes properly, when something completes the way it is divinely orchestrated, divinely ordained, it does not diminish you. It refines you. Do you hear me? It refines you. So I want to talk about completion. I want to talk about integration. And I want to speak on reclamation a little bit. Can you all hear me on here on Insta? It looks a little frozen for me on my side. I don't know about here on YouTube. Yes? Somebody give me a thumbs up on IG. Awesome. Awesome. It's me. It must be on my end then. Let's talk a little bit about these downloads, this theme: completion, integration, reclamation. I want to tackle completion first. Completion, when I sit with it energetically, spiritually, vibrationally, completion is different, much different. It's different from abandonment. much different than abandonment. Because abandonment is abrupt, completion is intentional. Do you all hear me? You see me looking here, I'm streaming on TikTok over here, I'm streaming on YouTube over here, and I'm streaming on IG over here, and I'm recording over here, down here. Oh my. And I don't want to miss anything because I want to keep this as a memory. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 devices going on. Anyway, completion is intentional. Abandonment tends to leave residue in you. Completion for us should leave wisdom, if that makes sense, right? Because when we call upon completion, completion says this served its purpose, and I honor that. So you'll see, Tarot Tuesday served its purpose. It opened conversations. It sparked insight. It disrupted denial. It affirmed intuition. It created space. And that space does not disappear because the structure changes. Do you all hear me? It does not disappear because the structure changes. Now, when we speak on integration, in my spiritual opinion, integration is where the power really lives. Integration is really where the power lives. Hear me out. And you wonder why. It is easy, again, in my opinion, it is easy to consume insight. We live in a society of lots of consumption. People are always consuming. So, consuming, it is easy to consume insight, but it is so much harder to embody it. So you'll see, it is so much harder to embody it. For years here in this space, you've heard messages, but the true, authentic work, I will tell you tonight, the true, authentic work was never in the card. Do you hear me? It was in what you did with it after the fact. It was never in the card. The true power was in what you did with it after the fact. So integration for me means the clarity you received, which stayed with you. That's integration. The clarity that you received that stayed with you. Let me read this comment here on Instagram. Tarot Tuesday brought me friends, the wisdom I needed that sustained me through dark times, relationships with spirit that matter, a journey out west for the first time that brought time further on my path. That is beautiful. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Oh, you all not gonna make me emotional. No. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Ay. The awareness you developed does stay with you, does stay with you. The discernment you sharpened also stays with you. Remember that. I need every one of you to know. Please bear with me. I know in the East Coast it's late. We got people on here that are in Europe, middle of the wee of the hours over there right now, or close to morning. Um, Different time zones. So bear with me, because you all know I don't rush energy, I don't rush spirit, I don't rush vibration. But I do want to be conscientious and mindful of the different time zones. That's why I came on a little earlier, because of my people on the East Coast and in different time zones. Anyway, I need everyone to know something. You're not losing anything tonight, okay? You are not losing anything tonight. You are actually absorbing it. Take that in. Because when you think about it, integration says, what I have learned now belongs to me. What I have learned now belongs to me. That's the power of integration. When we speak about reclamation, reclamation is also powerful indeed, because reclamation means I take back my authority. I take back my intuition. I take back my alignment. Tarot was never meant to replace your voice. Hear me out. Tarot was never meant to replace your voice. It was meant to remind you of it. Do you hear me, my soul family? Tarot was never meant to replace your voice. It was truly always about reminding you of your voice. It was meant to remind you of it. If over time you learned, let's see, if over time you learn too heavily on cards, tonight is reclamation. If you doubted yourself and waited for confirmation, tonight is reclamation. If you forgot that the wisdom was inside you all along, tonight is reclamation. We close the structure, but we do not close the power. Do you hear me? Completion does not erase the past. It dignifies it, or I hope it does. It should dignify it. And let's remember that integration does not require perfection. I need you to take that in. But it does require reflection. It does ask that we reflect. Do you hear me? And something that comes to me in this moment, reclamation does not ask for permission. Mm-mm. It asks for ownership. It asks for ownership. Tonight, I want this to feel like a conscious turning of the page, not sadness, not loss, not nostalgia that traps you, but maturity. Because growth is not about holding on to every chapter. Nuh-uh. It is about knowing when the chapter has done its work. Do you hear me? So, as we move into tonight's final Tarot Tuesday reading, I want you to hold what I'm about to share with you intentionally. What am I completing? Is the question I want you to ask yourself. What have I integrated? Is the question we must ask ourselves. And what am I reclaiming? What am I reclaiming? What am I completing? What am I integrating? And what am I reclaiming? Is what we should ask ourselves tonight. Because this life is not about prediction. For me, it never was about prediction. It was always about recognition. Do you see the difference? Do you feel the difference? And you're not leaving with less. You're leaving with more of yourself. You are leaving with more of yourself. It's no coincidence that we're doing the last Tarot Tuesday tonight. You all know that I've been announcing it, right? And we did one live and then did the other. It was going to be the three last lives, right? And we did two. But that third week, which I was going to do the last Tarot Tuesday, that third week, um, I was in Florida. I was in Miami. Just literally got back. I just got back from Miami, and where I was at, it was just too noisy. I just was not. Well, I was just not going to be able to be in my setting to be able to do the last Tarot Tuesday. So I opted to do it upon my return. I promise you, not that I need to, but I promise you, it did not dawn on me that it would fall today on this new lunar year day, on this new horse year, right? So I want to talk a little about that because I don't believe it is coincidental, because I don't believe in coincidences. Today we have a new moon. Let me see my comments over here. Yes, thank you. Today we have a new moon in Aquarius. And I want to ground this correctly and not necessarily spiritualize it. Astrologically, astronomically, a new moon occurs. Many of us know that a new moon occurs when the sun and moon are conjunct. They sit at the same degree of the zodiac. And that's what marks the beginning of a lunar cycle, right? Symbolically, It is a reset, but not, I wouldn't call it a dramatic fall like I've been hearing people on social media say. At least that's my opinion. I wouldn't call it, it's not forced endings either. Again, in my opinion, it's not a cosmic punishment, as there are beliefs out there of people that saying that it's like a cosmic punishment. But when we speak of Aquarius, I don't perceive Aquarius to be representative of chaos. Aquarius is not destruction, okay? Aquarius uh, simply governs innovation, it governs collective consciousness, if you will, systems, liberation from outdated structures. It's a sign that speaks of future orienting, future oriented thinking. Okay. So when the new moon happens in Aquarius, the question is not what has been ripped from me. Hear me out. The real question should be for all of us is what structure in my life is outdated? Okay. What structure in my life is outdated? Where am I still operating from an old system, an old narrative, an inherited pattern? Do you hear me? I don't believe I saw a post earlier about Aquarius, this lunar cycle, Aquarius, this new moon in Aquarius, um, closing doors emotionally. No, no, no. I am of the opinion that Aquarius is not an energy that um, does not close doors emotionally. But you know what it does do? It upgrades our systems. It upgrades our systems. So this eclipse that people call eclipse, I am of the knowledge that a solar eclipse only occurs when a new moon happens near the lunar nodes, right? At least that's what I've learned. If there's another knowledge out there, I am open to knowledge. I am open to being corrected. I am always willing to be wrong. But it is my understanding that a solar eclipse only occurs when a new moon happens near the lunar nodes. If there is an eclipse that amplifies intensity, but intensity does not mean catastrophe. So many people are saying or are of the belief that this new moon in Aquarius and this partial eclipse um, is catastrophic and it's going to be abrupt endings and things are just going to be we're not going to be able to escape from it. Listen, I don't know what you all know, but the little that I know says that eclipse accelerates awareness. That's what it does. They reveal what was hidden from us. They highlight much of our misalignment. They highlight much of our misalignment. Okay? They do not override our agency. No, no, it doesn't. You still choose how you respond. Let's make that clear. You still have the power to choose how you respond. Now, Uranus is also part of this party. Uranus, right? Is also playing a part in this current lunar movement. And in modern, well, I shouldn't say modern days, but in modern astrology, Uranus governs over Aquarius. Now, what does Uranus mean for us? Well, Uranus symbolizes disruption, it symbolizes awakening, innovation. It does not destroy randomly, contrary to popular belief. It does not destroy randomly. Uranus liberates through interruption. It interrupts what's out of place. If something shifts now, it is not because the sky, the stars, Uranus is punishing you. I don't believe that. It's because evolution prefers movement over stagnation. The stars does not want us to be stagnant. I hope that made sense. Now, this lunar new year, the lunar new year marks the beginning of this new lunar calendar cycle. In my understanding, in East Asia, or in East Asian traditions, better yet. We know that it is tied to the first new moon of the lunisolar calendar, not necessarily specifically to Aquarius per se, as a zodiac sign, but energetically, it is still a collective reset. So, across certain cultures, this represents renewal, it represents clearing, it represents forward movement, it represents reorientation toward prosperity and our alignment. Do you hear me? Now, here's my personal understanding and my personal truth and awareness. New moon initiates. See? New moon initiates. See? They do not close. Okay? They do not close. It is something that brings that sense of renewal is the word that I can think of. If something is ending for you in your life right now, or if it feels like something is ending for you in your life right now, guess what? It's been ending for a while. It's been ending for quite some time. Whether you've wanted to recognize and acknowledge it or not, it's been ending. Okay? If this moon is doing anything for us, it's illuminating what has been unstable. It's illuminating what has been unstable. So, what is the work during a new moon in Aquarius? I would suggest we must all audit our systems, our internal systems. We must audit our communities. Other systems outside of the internal are also being audited as well. We must audit our thinking, our beliefs. We must audit our future. We must audit our approach towards our future as well. And the question lies on what you should journal on, what you should pray on, what you should meditate on, what you should be asking yourself is, what are you refusing to accept that is already outdated? Where are you outdated? Where are you opening old stuff? And where are you operating from inherited emotional structures that are outdated? Where are you repeating ancestral blueprints that no longer fit the future that you are required to build for you? Do you hear me? Why are my comments frozen here? Remember that Aquarius is collective. Okay? Aquarius is collective. So this moon is not just about you personally manifesting, it's about the collective. So if it's about the collective, it's also asking us, how are we contributing? How does our evolution contribute to the collective? Do you hear me? So I want you, in honor of tonight's Tarot Tuesday closing, I want us to get into a practical exercise that you don't have to do right now, but I want you to stay with this as we jump into Tarot Tuesday, because I wanted to jump into Tarot Tuesday already. I want you to write down one system in your life that needs to be redesigned. I want you to write down one system in your life that needs to be redesigned. Okay? I want you to identify one belief that you hold on to that feels inherited and not chosen. And I want you to clarify one vision that belongs to your future self, not your past, but your future self. Because I am of the belief that manifestation under Aquarius is not about attracting random abundance. No, it is about aligning with your next level architecture, your next level understanding, your next level structure. Do you hear me? Build the future internally before you demand it externally. Do you hear me? This is not a I also saw, in that same post, well, anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is not a you don't stand a chance type of transit. Mm-mm. You absolutely do stand a chance, but only if you practice consciousness, if you participate consciously, remember that flow does not mean surrendering your power. Flow is about cooperating with your growth actively. It's about cooperating with your growth actively. Do you hear me? And growth under Aquarius is intelligence. It's not about all this drama. So, yes, you can breathe. Okay. I want you to make sure you reset intelligently. I want you to be able to design deliberately. I want you to be able to welcome the Lunar New Year as a structural renewal, if you will. So you'll see. And remember, cosmic timing may open doors, but you still choose whether you want to walk through them. Okay? Doesn't matter how many doors the cosmos open up. It's about whether or not you choose to walk through them. Do you hear me? Now, that being said, let's see what is our oracle card for tonight. I want to see what oracle card will come up for our last Tarot Tuesday. Buenas noches. Okay. Ocean tides. Individuality, strength, formlessness. Individuality, strength, formlessness. Individuality, strength, formlessness. Ocean tides. Ocean tides. Individuality, strength, formlessness. Ocean tides. How about that? Let's see what the author says about ocean tides. Individuality, strength, formlessness. There's a quote here. It says, anyone who dares venture to sail the vastness of our waters must do so with humility and respect for our formless, mysterious, and wild nature. Serafina Yish or Yeshi. And it says, the mystery and power of the ocean's tides surpass any other body of water that exists on Earth. We as humans have tried for millennia to get the ocean to bend to our will with devastating consequences. History has repeatedly proven that the ocean yields to no one. The ocean is vast and without form and can either be a calm, peaceful companion or a fierce and unpredictable foe. Even with the modern technology that currently exists, we are still completely at its mercy whenever we dare venture into the volatile sea. From rogue waves that reach skyscraper heights to the still, serene waters that are seemingly endless in every direction, the ocean is a fickle beast that only takes direction from Luna herself. Now, shit, tell me, anyway. Steadfast, relentless, and never wavering. The ocean is unapologetic for being the formless, formidable force that it is. Did you hear that? When the ocean tides are present in a reading, it guides us to embody the strength and power of the ocean to stay true to ourselves. We are being reminded that we shall not bend to the will of others in order to conform to what they perceive we should do. We should be. We are a vast, powerful entity that ebbs and flows with the energies of the earth and the moon. And anyone who dares venture to sail the vastness of our waters must do so with humility and respect for our formless, mysterious, and wild nature. Make no mistake, the spirit is here. Okay? You can't make this up. You can't make this up. I say is a beautiful oracle card for our last Tarot Tuesday. COC. COC. Okay. Let's get this ball rolling. I'm not gonna spend endless amount of time. I just want to pick a card for each sign in honor of each sign for our last Tarot Tuesday. But I do want to do something differently tonight, and I'll tell you what that is in a minute. Unfortunately, I think I will only, what I want to do, I will only be able to do it on Instagram. I won't be able to do it on YouTube. I might be able to do it on TikTok. I'm not quite sure. But let's see what card comes up for the Aquarians. It's Aquarius in the house tonight. It's Aquarius in the house tonight. Are you here tonight? Any Aquarius in the house tonight? No Aquarians in the house? Really? What? What? A ver. Over here on YouTube. Rising. No Aquarius here? Okay. That is interesting. My Mars is in Aquarius. Okay. 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 Let's see. Let's see. What say you? Blessings to you too as well. Blessings to you too as well. Thank you. Thank you. Uh-huh. Yes. 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 Okay. Why is this? Okay. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles for the Aquarians. Ace of Pentacles. If there's something, Aquarians, or if you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, or if you are an Aquarius rising, hear me out. If there is something that Spirit wants from you in this new lunar year, it wants results. It wants results. This is a card of results. This is a card of results. You see it, YouTube? You can see it? Okay. This is a card of results. The Ace of Pentacles tends to show up for us, representing the birth of something new, the birth of a new beginning. Great day for that, right? The birth of something new, okay? But just hear me out, not just anything new, but the birth of something that's real. The birth of something that is real. Do you hear me? Not an idea, not just an inspiration, a seed that can be planted into the physical world. A seed that can be planted into the physical world. Because pentacles correspond to the earth, to the earth element. So this is money, this is work, this is body, this is health, this is prosperity, this is stability, this is systems, this is long-term security. So when this card appears, the universe is not speaking in metaphor, okay? It is really, the divine spirit is really offering us something concrete, if you will. You know what I often used to call this card? I just remembered. A divine offering. This hand here that comes down from the sky is a divine offering. My question to you, if this shoe fits, what will you do with this divine offering? What will you do? What will you do with this opportunity? Okay? What will you do? This lush garden is fertile. So you are in a position to birth something new, to birth a new beginning, so to speak, but it has to be real. It can't be a fantasy. It can't just be an idea. No. Do you hear me? The sacrifices must be made now for the long-term rewards. The sacrifices must be made now for the long-term rewards. Are there any Aquarians here on IG? Any Aquarians on IG? See or no? I guess not. All right. Okay. So Aquarians, get ready. Yes, elevated contributions. Yes, ma'am. Get ready, Aquarians. That you might have, a new job offer. Okay, a promotion opportunity. Okay, a business idea that needs to solidify. Okay, very important. No, we're not. Yep, yeah. Yes. Very important. It is important, especially if you have a Mars in Aquarius. Any of you that have Mars in Aquarius, it is important for us even in good opportunities that does arrive, let's not make let's try our best to not make impulsive decisions on it. Okay, because remember, Mars is drive, is action. Drive is sometimes aggressive. Aquarius, innovation, rebellion, collective intelligence, right? So this is about being the strategic disruptor. Okay, I want you to be an intellectual warrior, with while being a revolutionary force. We act from principle. We act from principle. We act from principle, not from impulse. We act from principle. An example of that is, if I'm going to fight for something, I'm going to fight for a cause, right? I'm going to fight for a cause. I'm not going to fight for ego validation. No, I'm going to fight for a cause. Do you hear me? Anyway, so I guess the answer here on Instagram is no Aquarius tonight on Instagram. Okay. No, c'est pas un problem. I have a question for you. For anyone that has a Aquarius, for anyone that has large placements, big placements in Aquarius, for those of you even Mars in Aquarius, I believe Spirit poses an important question for you tonight. Yes, it is important for you to think on whether or not, or better yet, are you willing to act on your future vision? Even if acting on your future vision disrupts your present structure. Come on now, somebody. Some of us want to manifest the vision, but we're not willing to disrupt our current structure. You can't manifest the vision if we don't disrupt what's in place currently. When it's been outdated, when it has reached its completion, when it's no longer part of the journey moving forward. Do you hear me? COC. All right, let's move forward. Next up, you have to be brave. Yes, definitely have to be brave. Pisces. There's Pisces in the house tonight. Any Pisceans in the house tonight? I want to get through these quickly. I'm going to try to limit myself to one or two messages so I can get to what I want to do for our closing for tonight. No Pisces in the house tonight? Are my messages frozen on Instagram, or is it there's literally no Pisces in the house tonight? Let's see. Híjole. Okay, we got some fishies. What about here? No. I see some hearts going on, but I don't know if you all are writing messages. I don't know if I'm getting them. I don't know. Here TikTok is good, but I don't know about Instagram. I see it too silent tonight. Pisces. You got the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, Pisces. The Nine of Swords. Mental anguish, guilt, anxiety at times where no one sees you. Anxiety at times where no one sees you, when you're in the middle of the night, when you wake up in the middle of the night, when you're alone, when you're taking a shower, anxiety, inner turmoil. This is when your mind turns against you, or it feels, right? It feels like your mind has turned against itself. Remember, swords represents the element of air. What is tormenting you? But let's go back to the revelation and the theme of tonight. Let's go back to the information that has been established tonight. Are there cycles that you're not willing to accept that they've come to an end? Are there projects? Are there things that you have not allowed yourself to expand on? Okay? Why is it that you're waking up in distress? Why is it that you are experiencing? You are? Let me see. It says here, I'm on Instagram and we're responding, but you can't see our messages. Ay, ay, ay. I want to see the messages. I want to see the messages. Why can I not see the messages? I see the heart, but I don't see the messages. Carajo. Ay, ay. I see Miss Jessica says, definitely have been writing comments, but this is on the questions side, not on the those of you that are on here right now, do you mind if I restart this live on Instagram? You can tell me, because I can see your messages. I want to restart this live on Instagram so I can see your messages. I don't want to miss out on the messages. Someone came here on TikTok and told me that they are writing on here, but I can't see the messages. So if I restart it, will you all come back? I hope you do. I'm going to restart it right now. Okay, we're restarting. I'm restarting on IG. All right. Let's wait until they come back on. If there's something that we must work on with the Nine of Swords, if there's something that should be worked through in the Nine of Swords, it's healing anything related to internalized childhood shame. Now I see comments come through. Thank you, Black Jesus. Okay. Internalized shame from your childhood. Okay. Who has injured your morality? Who has injured your morale? Okay. This is about mothers. I hear you. This is about healing generational trauma narratives as well. Okay. This is about you being conscious regarding what you call it, hyper responsibility conditioning. You must unstuck yourself. You're in your mind, you're in your brain, and it's causing much distress because you're in your mind, you are in your brain, and it's causing much distress. Now it says poor connection in the name of the baby black Jesus. Okay, I think we're back on Instagram. I had a poor connection there. It is important that you give yourself permission. It is important that you give yourself permission to speak the fear. Speak the fear instead of suffering in silence. Instead of suffering in silence, speak the fear. Because for as long as you silence, as long as you continue to deal with it internally, in silence, you will not be able to heal it. You will not be able to release it. Important. Are there any Pisces here on Instagram? Are there any Pisces? Are there any Pisces on Instagram? Yes or no? Do tell. No Pisces here on Instagram? Okay. Let's see. I'm going to invite you. Let's see. That's how I'm going to do it right now. I sent you an invitation. Do you accept? Do you accept? Do you accept? Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
Greetings.
I'm
pulling over.
How are you?
I'm blessed. How are you?
Overly blessed. Overly blessed.
Sorry I'm in the dark. Yeah.
It's okay. So how long have you been tuning in to Tarot Tuesday?
Gosh, I've been listening to you for like 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I just haven't met you in person. Come to like Gypsy Love events and stuff. So maybe this year, yeah.
Yes. So how has Tarot Tuesday supported you?
Well, I think that you just really are on point with a lot of things. It's been really good because it's just supported me, through a lot of the different things I've gone through. And right now, I feel like there's been since the beginning of the year, I feel like I've been elevated with my spirituality. The way that you present things is very welcoming, especially for those that have no knowledge, like on Orichas. And I've been always drawn to the Afro-Cuban.
Oh, we froze.
My ancestors that have been working with me, so I just feel like this has been a great space.
Thank you for that. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting Tarot Tuesday. Thank you for being on here with us for 3 years, for your 3 years. That's awesome. I pulled a card for you, and it's the 7 of Cups.
Wow.
Yeah, and the 7 of Cups says that No matter what you got going on right now, don't let anyone tell you you're crazy. But you do have to ground in making a decision. Make a decision on something that feels real for you. We can do. I think it's Oprah, or it was either Oprah or it was either Maya Angelou. I can't remember which one of the two used to say, "We can do anything we want. We just can't do everything at the same time. We could do
Yes.
everything we want, but we can't do everything at the same time." So this is a matter of grounding, staying the course, finishing the projects, completing the projects, not distancing yourself from the goal, and you will see it come to pass. Trust and believe.
Wow. I receive it.
Awesomeness.
I'm like, Ashe, Ashe. You said it. You said it. That's, it's so funny because I'm telling you, my ancestors have been busy working with me, and it's no mistake for you to give me that message.
Awesome.
It's right on time.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And many blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the Soul family.
Thank you.
Okay.
Blessings.
Awesome. Blessings to you, dear.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What can we do? Oh no, you're the one that has to disconnect.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
There's like a little there's like a little X or something at the top left or what have you. There we go. Okay. Aries, are you in the house? Are there any Aries in the house? Are there any Aries in the house? Are there any Aries in the house? Are you in the house, Aries? Let's see what comes up for Aries. Says haven't been watching. Let me see. IG was being crazy. Pisces here. Thank you. Yes. Ashe, glad to make it and be here. Thank you. Same here. Aye. What? This was stuck up on the north side, and it wasn't showing me the messages. What in the heck is going? It's not even a Mercury retrograde. It's not even a Mercury retrograde. All right. Other messages that I miss here. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Aries, you got the Hierophant. You see it? The Hierophant. Hierophant can be considered a master teacher, my understanding. Now, what new teachings, what new lessons are you willing to learn? That, this goes also with the theme of tonight, because if the Hierophant is coming up for you, it is letting you know that there are old lessons that have already completed. And you do not need to continue living a life, okay, with old lessons that completed its cycle. Do you hear me? What are you challenging? What kind of authority are you challenging in this particular moment? Don't diminish you. Don't diminish the divine you, the authentic you, in order for you to be loyal to someone else's understanding of life. That may work for them, but it doesn't work for you. Okay? It is important for us to have the right kind of mentorship, the right kind of training. This is a good time for you to go back to school. This is a good time for you to finish that certification. This is a good time for you to, jump on that herbal course, or whatever it is that you want to do to upgrade your knowledge, your wisdom, your awareness. Okay, do you hear me? This can also be about commitment. This can also be about marriage. Could be about. This could also be about traditional partnership structures, in which now we are challenging, or we are questioning, or we are upgrading these structures because they may not be fitting for you anymore. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Important. Are you questioning dogma? Are you breaking from tradition? Are you processing going through some kind of spiritual rebellion? Have you detected? Have you come in contact? Have you witnessed? Have you seen hypocrisy in the leadership you've been receiving in your workplace, in your religious house, in whatever the case may be? Okay? Because from a lower polarity, this is talking about blind conformity. Blind conformity, which does not work for your higher self anymore. Do you hear me? COC. That's what we got. That's what we got. Taurus. Is Taurus in the house? Is Taurus in the house? Left Instagram because it's not receiving the text, getting frozen anyway. I'm in Aquarius moon. Welcome, beloved. Is Taurus in the house? No. Haven't done it yet. Is Taurus in the house? Okay. Woo! Woo! Taurus here, Sagittarius. What else? Yeah. Woo! Woo! Yes. Two of Swords. 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 Two of Swords for Tauruses. This is a time where the divine spirit is requiring, advising, suggesting, inviting you to consider the need. Inviting you to consider the need to reevaluate what you're going through emotionally. Okay? To reevaluate what you're going through emotionally. Okay? The mind, here our mind is attempting neutrality. Okay? Your mind is attempting neutrality, but your heart is not at peace. Your heart does not feel safe. Your heart does not feel protected. Hi there, my goddaughter. Do you hear me? What are you not willing to see? What are you refusing to see? This is willful refusal to see what's in front of you. Willful refusal to see what's in front of you. And you think that by not seeing it, you're protecting your heart. You think that by not seeing it, you're protecting your heart. No. By refusing to see what's before you, you are overexposing your heart emotionally at a vibrational level, at a spiritual level, to what it no longer keeps it safe, to what it no longer protects it, to what it no longer knows how to hold space for it. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Okay? This is a denial of uncomfortable truth. You're denying yourself the truth that's right before you. In some kind of way, you're suppressing your emotions. Do you hear me, YouTube? Do you hear me, Instagram? Are you listening, TikTok? You're suppressing your emotions. You're refusing to confront conflict. Do you hear me? You know who this is? Do you know who this is? Woo, I feel the energy of Spirit coming through, but I don't want to be here for 3 hours. Do you know who this is? This is the person that says, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. No, you're not fine. No, you're not fine. You can lie to everyone else, but you can't lie to yourself, and you can't lie to Spirit. You're not fine. You are avoiding a necessary conversation. You're pretending tension does not exist in your current environment. And you could be in the process of emotionally shutting down if you haven't already. Are you choosing silence over vulnerability? Do you hear me? Come on now, Taurus. Come on now. Are you undecided about a career change? Do you hear me? Get back to your internal alignment. You don't need external clarity when the internal alignment, your inner incarnate spirit, is telling you what to do, but you are afraid of what? Of rocking the boat. You are afraid of what's going to happen if you rock the boat. You are afraid of how you're going to be perceived. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Let's move forward. Gemini. Is Gemini in the house? Where is Gemini? Is Gemini in the house? These times choose vulnerability. Go inside you. Go get help from your spirit guides. Yes. Yes. There's Gemini in the house. It's very important for you to understand that, that was very heavy. In my opinion, that was very heavy for Taurus. Because when we look at the two, again, when you look at the Two of Swords that came up for you, you're forced to make a decision, but you're running away from it. Okay? That is emotional dissociation. You are avoiding confrontation. You are avoiding a conversation. You are avoiding what needs to be said because you're afraid to rock the boat. You are afraid to interrupt the current structure. Come on now. Okay, Gemini. Let's move to Gemini. Gemini. Is Gemini in the house tonight? Where then, Geminians? Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. June 17 here. What say you, YouTube? What say you? What say you? Gemini here. Not in these times. Must allow feelings to flow. Okay. I don't know what you mean by that. All right, Gemini, do you finally get the Gemini story? Do we finally get the Gemini story? Woo! Ay, ay, ay. Let me think about that one. You got the moon, Gemini. You got the moon, Gemini. You got the moon, Gemini. This card governs over your subconscious mind. Okay? Your dreams, projection, sometimes even anxiety. Are you experiencing some kind of psychic sensitivity, depending on the environment that you live in, the environment that you work in, the environment of the people that you interact with? Okay? Could this be hidden truths that are coming out? Okay? Or that you will be confronted with? We got a moon here. We got a moon here with this face or human-like face, what have you. This could be the conscious awareness, observing or witnessing the unconscious material. You hear me? Anxiety rooted in uncertainty. Anxiety rooted in uncertainty. Are you projecting onto others? Is there uncertainty? Is there a confusion between what your inner spirit is really telling you, your intuition, how your ancestor speaks to you in your gut versus your fear? Are you listening to your fear, or are you listening to the voice of your ancestors in your gut? Are your emotions high? Because the moon exposes repressed energy, repressed memory. The moon exposes unprocessed, unhealed trauma. Do you hear me? Whether in your workplace, in your personal environment at home, whatever the case may be, this is emotional gaslighting. This is fear of abandonment. This is attachment wounds. It's also a really, this is also a very, a deeply powerful psychic card, in my opinion. Okay? Very powerful psychic card. What say you? Did I miss Sag? No, you did not miss Sag yet. No. Pay attention to your downloads, intuitive downloads, but don't ignore them. Okay? You will be experiencing some kind of prophetic, revelatory dream. Okay? This is your time to go through this journey, but not in fear. Or at least don't let fear sit behind the driver's seat. In the driver's seat. Okay? If you're experiencing some kind of emotional misunderstanding with somebody, if in some kind of relationship there are trust issues or there are hidden motives, it will come to light. It will come to light. Trust, it will come to light. But this is also about transformation. I believe it's also about transformation. Because here we have the wolf and we have the dog. And it's transforming. We know dogs come from wolves. So you are experiencing some form of transformation, or you are about to experience some form of transformation. Listen, any great things we develop, any great things we manifest, anything we move into has to go through its yin and its yang. It's up upper and lower, the two towers. You're navigating through this journey. It's not a straight line. You will get to your destination, but you will uncover certain things that might make it uncomfortable, might make you feel doubtful, might make you second guess yourself. Do not fall for it. Do not second guess yourself. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Cancer, are you in the house tonight? Cancer. Let's say YouTube. Did I miss? No. I'm receiving this message. Okay. Is there a Gemini that wants to come on? I want to see if there's a Gemini that wants to come on. I'm not going to pull a card, but I'm just going. Any Gemini? Or better yet, let me ask this question differently. Any Gemini that has been with Tarot Tuesday for a long time? Are there any Geminis in the house that has been with Tarot Tuesday for a long time? And the moon is still and the moon is still looking at me. With the moon, do I count? That's it on Gemini. That's it on Gemini. Oh my god. You know one question that the moon is asking for the Geminis? I want you to track your triggers. Hear me out, Geminis. I want you to track your triggers. Okay? I want you to ask the right questions. Instead of assuming, instead of jumping the gun, ask the right questions. What is considered a right question? Well, ask clarifying questions instead of assuming. Because there are things that you're experiencing in this moment that you need to get to the bottom of. Do you hear me? Use affirmations right now that support your journey. I would invite you to use an affirmation. I move through uncertainty. I move through uncertainty with awareness. That's a good affirmation, I would say. I move through uncertainty with awareness. Do you hear me? So that you don't allow yourself to be tricked by anyone. Okay? Wait for clarity. Wait for that download before any major decision. Wait for clarity. There are certain spiritual, I don't like to say religious, there are certain spiritual activities that you might be partaking on or need to partake on or need to be involved, or maybe it's for you. Listen, what must be done needs to be done. But sometimes we have to be cautious when our ancestors are telling us, yes, you have the green light to do this, but no, you do not have the green light to do it alongside this person. Side note, sometimes, especially in certain ATRs, we have to do certain ceremonies, or certain Afro-Cuban spiritual settings. We have to do certain rituals, certain ceremonies, certain things. And there is no taboo. There is no taboo that says that we can't do, that our elders or we can't do things with our, what would be our religious or spiritual sibling or what have you. But sometimes your ancestors of wisdom, as I like to say, sometimes your spirit guides of light, as I like to say, does not want you to have company in your spiritual process. Do you hear me? Bendiciones para ti, my soul brother, Sancista Brujo Luis in the house. It honors me to have you here tonight, my brother. Because sometimes, that energy of that person who, let me make it very clear because I don't want any misunderstandings. It does not mean that God's sibling, God's sister, God brother is a bad person. We're not talking about whether that person is a bad person or not. I'm not saying that. But that person's vibration, what they have to release, what they have to transform, may not be energetically and spiritually healthy for what you are complying with. Do you hear me? So therefore, sometimes I rather wait because I want to do things when it can only be done for me. It's not me being selfish. It's not me wanting all the attention on me. It's just me not wanting to be in a situation where other people continue to dump their garbage on me energetically. I am not going to be the dumpster for someone else's transformation. They need their transformation. Amen. Hallelujah. Modupwe. Asheo. But you know what? I want to do things by myself. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? And for my soul brothers, I don't know who you are, but Spirit knows who you are. Spirit says that hear me out, not every dark night is dangerous. Some dark nights are an initiation. Do you hear me? Not all dark nights are dangerous. Some are just an initiation for the next phase, for the next chapter, for the next level. And we must allow ourselves to go through the initiation to be able to elevate. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Let's move forward. Cancer. Is Cancer in the house? But wait a minute. I had a soul sister here that said, Moi, are you still here? Justify, are you still here? Justify, are you still here? Said cancers are in the house. Justify left us. Okay. Let's see. Vamos a ver. Haha, that's an interesting. Okay. Oh, let me see here. Is Justify still here? Let's see. Hey. How are ya?
so glad I caught you. And it's been, I think I've been with you, part of the Soul family, maybe a few years. I'm not quite sure if it's 3 or even 4. How long have you been doing Tarot Tuesday?
For about 8 years.
Wow. Okay. So maybe 3 or so.
Ah.
But it's an honor and it's a delight, and I haven't seen you in a while. And I have to tell you, I think it was even yesterday or the day before, I said something. You specifically came through my mind, and I said, like, I feel like something's happening with Tarot Tuesday. So my intuition, I was just feeling something, and then I happened to see. I woke up to the message, the last Tarot Tuesday, and it didn't feel like a surprise. And I did see, was it on YouTube? You said you're going deeper. So I missed the intro. I'll go back. Mm-hmm. But I'm happy for you. Of course, we're sad for this, but it's necessary. I feel it.
Yes.
That it's necessary for you.
Evolution.
And for us.
Evolution is definitely necessary.
Yeah. Yes.
So how has Tarot Tuesday been for you for the last 3 years?
3+ or whatever. Let's see. It's been a delight. It's been a slap in the face, or like a shake. Maybe not a slap, but it's been like a shake. And also just like a hug and like a nurturing presence. It's been family. It's felt like family, and I really honor you and thank you, and I'm grateful for you. And anytime I see you on anything else, like someone else's podcast or whatever, or like live, I always have tried to support, because I really do appreciate you very much.
Thank you, my soul sister. I support you too, and I appreciate you, and I honor you, and thank you so much for being part of the Soul family, and for being part of the gang. And I can only wish continuous blessings and continuous growth and continuous of all the greatness that your life deserves.
I receive it. My Gemini sun, my Leo rising, my Sagittarius moon. We're all receiving it.
Thank you so very much for jumping in and being part of this conversation tonight.
You're more than welcome. I'm not a shy person. I try to say, "Oh, I'm really shy." I'm not. However, I hesitated for a second. I said, "No. We're going out with a bang. We're going out with."
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Thank you.
To the new initiating a new chapter. A new chapter.
Yeah, it's like kind of, well, and what a wonderful time. Maybe you had already shared this. I perhaps missed it. Was there something calling you specifically, like with the Lunar New Year? Was it like, okay, this is the time?
Yeah.
Specifically to, okay.
Yeah. This year. Well, the message has been coming through since last year. I've just been ignoring it. But this year was like, no, you can't ignore it anymore. It's time for this new beginning. It's not time for this new beginning. That's why, we're opening up that's the circle, the container, which is, we're going to go deep, much deeper, and we're going to still, I'll still be coming.
I think we're like, whoa, how deep? Because we feel already that you do go deep. However, I feel you. I feel you that, we evolve, and I know you're a Virgo, as you say.
Yes.
And we're both the mutable.
Yes.
Which are the only constant for all of us is change.
Yes.
And so if we're not changing it, we're not growing.
Yeah, we're not growing, and it's that time. Change. When we stand in the way of change, we stand in the way of our evolution.
Yeah.
Well, we can't continue to stand in the way of our evolution. We can't.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nope. Especially this year. Not this year. Not ever, but not this year.
Not this year. Well, it's interesting because January to now, it's been like, woo, that the snake year was like, oh, you thought you would finish the snake year? Oh, no. So it's been, I feel like the last 6 weeks has already been like a year, like, or like a 6 months. Like, it's been intense. And I've been really looking forward to the Lunar New Year, and also the beginning of the Zodiac, which will be with Aries, right?
Yes.
We got time, y'all.
Yes, we do. We do. Well, thank you so very much, beloved. Many blessings to you.
Yes, muchas gracias.
De nada.
And I want to say hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Thank you.
I'm holding the heart. I'm holding the phone. So too hard. Okay.
Okay.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Okay, my fam. Are there any cancers in the house? No, we did cancer. Did we do that? No, we're gonna do cancer right now. Lord, I'm going crazy already. Okay, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Okay. Ashe, Justify is here. Heard. Can come back in perfect time. How do you call in? From YouTube, you can't call in, unfortunately. From YouTube, especially because I'm streaming through StreamYards, so it makes it much more difficult. Um, and I know there's a way, probably through a link or something, but I just don't know how to do it through StreamYard. So, Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands for the Cancers. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands for the Cancers. Eight of Wands. Let me tell you something. Sometimes we just can't delay the flow of how things want to move forward. You might be someone that wants to take certain things slow. Let me plan this out. Let me organize this. Let me think about it. I am trying to put this and that together, etc., etc. But listen, this Sagittarius card right here, the Eight of Wands, is telling you things are going to start moving forward at a rapid pace, much more rapid than you are used to, much more rapid that you like, much more quickly than you are comfortable with, but it's all in divine timing. Okay, it's all in divine. This is pure motion. There's no people in this card. There are no people, no pads, no nothing. It is pure motion. Okay. So messages are gonna arrive fast. Um, Communication is gonna arrive fast. You know, Traveling might be in there as well. That might happen sooner than you expect. Okay. Um, Projects, quick developments, things are going to move at a much faster pace. Things are going to launch and move forward. Sudden opportunities that show up faster than you expected. If you have been waiting, the waiting is going to stop, because this is a green light for the ideas, for the vision. This is a green light for the things that you have been working on. Something has solidified for you in the last 6 months, and now it's time to put momentum, to put energy, to put flow into it. Okay, very, very important, Cancer. It's a good card. It's a good vibration. It's a good energy. It's you receiving clarity. It's you getting out of a state of uncertainty, out of a state of confusion. Okay, this is an unexpected contract that lands on your lap that you did not expect, or you did not expect for it to move that quickly. Okay, this is communications that happen at a very fast pace. I think Instagram froze on me again. The Instagram froze again. I don't know. Hi. Somebody comment something on Instagram to see if I get it or not. um don't let yourself don't let your anxiety grow because of time constraints, because you feel that the deadline is coming too fast, and you may not be ready. Yes, you are ready. You've been ready. You've been ready. Okay. 7. I think that message just came in through now, right? I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah, Dios mío. 729 XO. Did you just put that prayer hand? Um, yes, you are ready, Spirit says. Let's not delay it. Yes, you are ready. Stop saying you're not ready. Yes, you are ready. You've waited long enough. You've waited long enough. Good arrival. I'm not going to speak on this card from a lower polarity because I feel very much, uh, uh, um, I feel very optimistic, very positive with this particular card in this particular moment. Okay. Leos, are you in the house? My Leos, are you in the house? Um, I'm getting another connection here. Let me see. Let me see. Anyone over here in anyone here on TikTok land, on Instagram land, that has been with Tarot Tuesday for a long time? Anybody? If that's you, send me a request. Send me a request to join. If you've been with Tarot Tuesday for a long time, I want to hear from you. You are 840. You are typing. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. For some reason, it's not. I'm not getting on. I don't want to restart. Have to restart Instagram again. I don't want to do that again. Let me see. Yes, it is. Cancers are slow to move indeed, but things are going to start moving really fast, even for cancers, which is a good thing in this moment. What's a long time? I don't know. We've been doing Tarot Tuesday for 8 years now. For about 8 years. Jesus, why am I not getting connection today? With the, weird, is there some kind of retrograde happening somewhere that I don't know about? That I haven't heard? That I haven't gotten the memo on? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's on your end. I think it's on my end for some reason. Yes? Oh, Lord. I tell you. Let's see what comes up for the Leos. The Leos. I left IG because it's not happening. It's not happening on IG. Let me see. And I can't even, I wish they had a feature that allows you to refresh, but it doesn't. But we're doing it one way or another. We are doing it no matter what. No matter what, we're doing it. I had to leave IG's Instagram is staging. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let me start it again. I'm sorry. Instagram is acting up tonight. Out of all nights, right? Don't you all go anywhere. Come back. Every single one of you, come back. I'm going to restart it again. Okay. I'm restarting Instagram again. We got the 6 of Pentacles for the Leos. We got the 6 of Pentacles for the Leos. We got the 6 of Pentacles for the Leos. Or it is approaching. Must be. We got the 6 of Pentacles for the Leos. Okay. If you are awesomeness. It's been 6 years then. Woo! Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. How do I see? I still don't know how to TikTok. We try to get translate print marking flexible. I can't seem to be able to. Comment saying translate print. Man, I don't know how to. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how to. Let me see. Let me see. Nope. It doesn't show me you. I don't know why. Okay. I wanted to bring you on, Golden Child, but I don't know how it just does it. Anyway. Um 6 of Pentacles for the Leos. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. If you've been wanting, needing, looking for some kind of financial support, it seems like it's coming. If you're playing your cards right, it feels like it's coming. Okay. All right. No, not yet. Not Scorpio yet. Rampant to the card. It's called tear and wear. That's what it's called. Tear and wear. It means it's been worked and worked hard. Financial support, financial opportunities, assistance. If you're someone that are into grants, if you're someone that are into scholarships, some kind of fundings, it's happening. It's happening. Now the thing here is you have to be intelligent with your monies. When no one has anything, no one comes asking you. But when you have, everyone starts to ask. This is not about you being stingy. This is not about you never extending your hand to help. This is about you knowing who you should help. Not everyone needs to be helped. I know that sounds not so nice, but the truth of the matter is that not everyone deserves to be helped. Some people are going through what they're going through because it's in their destiny to go what it is in their destiny to go through what they're going through. And for you to come in to try to be the savior, it is interrupting the divine process that they need to experience in order for them to grow. Okay? So you're not being mean. You can't let that side of you that wants to help everyone and wants to know. You got to let certain things be the way they are because it is in that person's destiny for it to be the way it is. You can't come in to try to do God's work in that person's life because God is already doing the work that needs to be done in that person's life. Do you hear me? There can't be two gods in one person's life. Do you hear me? So the prayer, the answers to your prayers, if you're playing your cards right, will be answered. But you need to be intelligent in what you do with the blessings once the blessings arrives. Okay? Come on now, Cisco. Ah, okay. This is about emotional support being balanced. It needs to be balanced. This is sometimes you were up and now you're down, and your partner needs to come in and support you the right way. The way you've been holding the floor all along. Now it's your partner's time to hold the floor while you recalibrate, while you recuperate, while you get back on track, or vice versa. Because power dynamics are being negotiated. Do you hear me? Power dynamics are being negotiated here. Do you hear me, YouTube? Do you hear me, TikTok? Do you hear me, IG? Okay. The question that comes to mind right now is your structure sustainable for you, Leo? Is your structure sustainable for you and fair to others? Do you hear me? Because this is about how how you price things, how you scale things, how you distribute things, how you distribute your energy, your vibration. Do you hear me? Very important. How are you distributing your energy, your vibration? Let's get it going. Is Virgo in the house? I'm just gonna finish moving through all the signs, and then anyone else that wants to come live, well, I'll just bring them live, so that it doesn't freeze again the connection. Okay. Are there any Virgos in the house? Are there any Virgos in the house? What does YouTube say? It's funny that you say we play our cards right, because I'm launching my cardology website this Friday. Congratulations. And my 9 to 5 has mostly been focusing on fundraising. You're already hitting home. They have to come on your live on TikTok. Congratulations. Yes. This is how we know that the universe listens to us. This is how we know that, we are supported by the divine. Okay, Virgos. Any Virgos in the house? Is Virgo in the house tonight? So you'll see. Ten of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles for the Virgos. One thing I will let you know, Virgo. This is Pentacles, yes, material, but this is not quick fixes. This is not quick money. This is not quick stability. This is not quick income. This is not, a quick growth in financials. No. This is about laying the foundation for true infrastructure. Do you hear me? What's going on here on YouTube? Virgo, yes. Virgo, okay. Okay. Do you hear me? This is financial security. This is financial security. This is about property ownership. This is about, maybe even an inheritance that you don't even know exists. This is about taking the steps now to intelligently prepare for your retirement, for whenever it is that comes. Do you hear me? This is about your commitment with a long-term vision. Because the one thing Spirit does not want you to do, it does not want you to jump back and forth with different things at the same time. I want to do this project. I want to do this project. Oh, well, this isn't work. This didn't work fast enough. So I'm going to jump to that one. Well, that didn't work fast enough. I'm going to jump. No. Ground on one project and put all your energies to it and make it work, because this is about long term. Okay, you're thinking beyond survival. This is about legacy. You're thinking beyond survival. The survival shit is not going to continue working. This is about legacy. What legacies are you building? What legacies are you working on? What legacies are you really doing the works? This is about legacy. Okay? This is about, partnerships tied to a shared long-term vision, to shared long-term values. Do you hear me? So it's necessary for you to be able to plan long-term. Instagram, I don't know why it's acting up. I see it freezing, coming back, freezing. Why don't you all come to my TikTok? Just come to TikTok. Spiritual Dr. Alfie on TikTok. Spiritual Dr. Alfie on TikTok. Do you hear me? How do I show up on TikTok? Does anybody know? If you know how I show up on TikTok, when you write it here in the chat over here on Instagram. So those of you that are able to go to TikTok can go to TikTok. Do you hear me? Okay. Very important. And don't get me wrong. This is not just about money, right? It's about what you want to transmit. It's about what you really want to transmit. Values, structures, healing, or assets. Yes, I'm on YouTube live right now too as well. Can someone put my YouTube info on there too so they can see it? Put both my YouTube and my TikTok info in one message so I can pin it. Do you hear me? What are you building? What are you building that future generations will inherit? What are you building that future generations will inherit? That's an important question. What are you building that future generations will inherit? Emotionally and materially as well. We Virgos must be able to shift from short-term wins to legacy thinking. From short-term wins to legacy thinking. Do you hear me? Because sometimes, listen, the struggle is real. But struggle has a way of keeping you hostage. Struggle has a way of keeping you so on a tight leash that it doesn't leave room for expansion. But if you're cautious and if you're paying attention, your struggle cannot be treated as eternal. Your struggle cannot be treated as a death sentence. Your struggle cannot be treated as a long-term relationship. Your struggle is an incubator for growth. Come on now, somebody. Your struggle is an incubator for growth. Do you hear me? And sometimes your spirit guides, your guardian angel, your ancestors of wisdom, your spirit guides of light had to allow your enemies to think that you were never going to make it. Your guardian angel, your ancestors of wisdom, your spirit guides of light had to allow your enemies, the leeches in your life, think that you were never going to make it so they can stop harassing you. Do you hear me? So they can stop paying attention to you, so that you would be left semi-alone to build, to create, to put things together, to put projects together, so that your comeback, oh baby, so that your comeback could make heads turn. So that your comeback could make heads turn. If you have any issues with the connection here on Instagram, go to my YouTube or go to my TikTok, which is pinned down at the bottom of the screen. Do you hear me, Virgo? Do you receive this? Are you listening, Virgo? COC. COC. It's time. Don't get desperate. No overnight. But it's time. It's time. Where are the Libras? Where are the Libras? Is Libra in the house? Is Libra in the house tonight? Consistency, yes, most definitely. Yes. Libra aquí, Libra en la casa. Yeah, yes. Well, Libra. Seven of Cups, 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 Seven of Cups for the Libra. Choices that are clouded by fantasy. You know, growth is so important, baby. Or we can't continue to lie to ourselves. That's why we must know when certain cycles in our life come to an end. That's why we must know when certain cycles come to an end, and we must accept it when it comes to an end. Like Tarot Tuesday. Tarot Tuesday did its work. Tarot Tuesday fulfilled the amount of time that it was supposed. Tarot Tuesday was the foundation. And what Spirit has me building now, for those that really want to grow, for those of you that really want to grow, for those of you that really want to expand, For those of you that are really invested in going much deeper, we don't want predictions anymore. It served us for as long as it was supposed to serve us. But now we're going into embodiment, the embodiment of knowledge, the embodiment of spirituality, the embodiment of awareness, the embodiment of ancestral healing, the embodiment of shadow work, the embodiment. That's what's going to go down in the shadow and lineage healing circle. If you have not taken a look yet, if you haven't yet taken a look at the shadow and lineage healing circle, it's time. It's time. If you're on Instagram, it's pinned. It's in the link in my bio. If you're on YouTube, it's in the description box. If you're on TikTok, you can go to my YouTube or my Instagram, or just go to coachafig.com and go to it's all that information is on there on my site. Because how many more messages can we receive? How many more messages can we receive? We have to learn how to embody the message at the metaphysical level, at the energetic and spiritual level. We have to embody the message so it doesn't continue to be those things that just goes in through one ear and goes out through the other. Do you hear me? We make sacrifices for a lot of other things. We need to make sacrifices for ourselves. And this is the sacrifice, the incubator that Spirit has had me built. Because if you've been with Tarot Tuesday for 6, 7, 8 years, 5 years, 4 years, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, now we got to take all that information. Now we got to take all that information. Now we got to take all that information. We got to take all that knowledge. We got to take all that and graduate it so that we can see it played out in our life. Because we cannot continue to treat our life based on what's going to happen to me next week. No, what's going to happen to my life? Do you hear me? So I beseech you, I invite you, I urge you, I encourage you to at least take a look. It doesn't hurt to take a look. It doesn't hurt to take a look. Take a look. Because if you think Tarot Tuesday went deep, as some of our invitees that came on live said, if you think that Tarot Tuesday was deep, the work that we're about to do inside that incubator, the work that we are about to do inside the circle is much more deeper. Because we're not going to be pressed for time. It's not going to be something where, well, we'll see next week. What's the next message? No. We're laying layers over another layer, and then learning how to embody it. Learning how to stop living in our south node so that we can embrace our north node with no drugs involved. Do you hear me? We got to release our south node tendencies that attaches us to an ancestral history so that we can elevate and grow moving forward. Do you hear me? It's necessary. It's necessary. The growth is necessary. So visit the link in my bio. It's also in the description box on YouTube. TikTok, go to my YouTube or go to my IG. Okay. Because you all need to be part of the healing circle, the shadow and lineage healing circle. You all make commitments. You all make commitments. And it might sound funny, and some all other you others of you might think is guilting you. It's not guilting you. It's not about guilting anyone. It's the truth. We make commitments to Netflix. We make commitments to Amazon Prime. We make commitments to you know X, Y, and Z. We got to make commitments to our legacy, the legacy that we should be building, the legacy that we should be working on. Do you hear me? Libra, we got to go deep. This is a Scorpio card. We got to go deep, Libra. We got to go deep. This particular card, Seven of Cups, floating in the cloud. These are a whole lot of options, and yet not grounded. Not grounded in reality. Do you hear me? You see all these images here inside the cup. All these images inside each cup. The crown, the snake, the dragon, the jewels, the castle, huh? The wreath, the figure, the shrouded figure, right? What is all this? Power, danger, fantasy, ego, victory, wealth, the unknown. There's a tug of war in the mind. There's a tug of war in our heart. There's a tug of war in our feelings over different things. And we are trying to prioritize everything, and everything cannot be prioritized at the same time. The lone figure. The lone figure that's looking upward, right? The mind looking upward. Temptation and overwhelm. Temptation and overwhelm. Do you know what's the big message of this card? I've been doing Tarot Tuesday for 8 years, and there's a lot of things that I say about the cards, but we never say everything because certain things are left for more private containers. Because one day, whenever the hell that is, that I release my tarot collection, I'll go deeper there. But what this card really represents? Do you know YouTube? Do you know IG? Do you know TikTok? What this card really represents? It says that not every cup holds what it appears to promises you. Not every card holds what it appears to promise you. So are you living from illusions? Are you living from fantasies? Are you living from the what ifs, the maybes? What are you living off of? What's really entertaining you? Not allowing you to focus on what really needs your attention. Libra? Are you trying to seek justice for all things while you still out of place with yourself? Huh? Psychologically, This is indecision. Escapism. You're escaping. You're attached to your fantasies. Are you confusing desire with destiny? Are you confusing desire with destiny? It's time to make a decision. It's time to ground. It's time to do lots of inner healing work that's not allowing you to live your reality. Let's move forward. Scorpio, are you in the house tonight? Scorpio. Scorpio, are you in the house tonight? Scorpio. Okay. What does YouTube say? Thank you. Wow, checking the healing circle. Yes, please do. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can write it here. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I know it's in the description box, but just in case, come there, and then we go here, and then we go here, and then we go here, and we're gonna bring it back over here, and there it is. That's the delete put user in timeout ban. Okay. This is the information for the shadow and lineage healing circle. Okay. Let me try to pin it here. I'm trying. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think it's pinned now. Okay. All right. Five of Wands for the Scorpios. 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 Okay. Be cautious of the environment that you might be in right now, because it could be an environment where egos will clash, whether it's at work or elsewhere. Egos are clashing, inner conflicts, because people are desiring things differently and they're not acknowledging what your needs are. There's some kind of comparison mindset going on. You could feel challenged, you could feel provoked. Don't jump the gun, don't get physical, okay? Don't engage in that fight, in that argument, because it's not worth your energy. It is not worth your time, okay? On a personal level, this could be creative tension. You could feel creatively tense about things that you want to produce on, but it's just not coming, okay? If it's in a relationship matter, let's be cautious of arguments. Let's work on our communication, because sometimes this is miscommunication. What kind of power struggles are going on right now in your life? Okay? Is there some competition going on at work? Huh? You don't have to fight to be seen. Do you hear me? But you do have a responsibility to yourself to stop living in chaos. Because all those external conflicts, guess what? They're reflecting your internal insecurity. Do you hear me? You owe yourself more. You owe yourself more. What's going on here? Thank you. I hope you join us. We meet every week. Well, all the information, go through that information because everything is on there. We meet tomorrow every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. We meet. So hope you join us. Every fight is not a good fight. Every fight is not worth fighting. Every fight is not worth fighting. It's not worth your time. Are you being over defensive? Okay. Is your need to win? It's a big one. Is your need to win greater than your need to understand? Do you hear me? Work on that. Work on that, Scorpio. Work on that, Scorpio. Work on that. It's necessary. Sag. Is Sag in the house? Sagittarius in the house. I don't know. I think the messages on IG froze again. I just have no idea. I'm not gonna restart it again. It's just, it is what it is. Is Sagittarius in the house? If you're writing in the comments on IG, I can't see it. I invite you to go to YouTube or go to my TikTok. Is Sag in the house? Is Sag in the house? Ooh, let's see. Híjole. What's going on today? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And you're in YouTube? Just arrived. All right. Sagittarius moon. Awesomeness. Five of Cups. Five of Cups, Sag. Five of Cups. We got to stop regretting our past choices. We got to stop fixating on our mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. No one is perfect. We all have a past. We all have certain things. We all have done things. We've all participated in things. We've all have said things that we regret. Harping on it, living on it, is not the goal. It's not the goal. There's shame tied to emotional outcomes. There is shame that is tied to emotional outcomes. This is difficulty letting go. And this year requires us to let go. So for you specifically, Sag, let it go. Let that past go. Let that past relationship issue go. Let that ex go. Let what he did or what she did go. Let the situation with your sibling go. Let the situation with your ex-boss go. Let it go, because it's not going to lead you into your growth. It's not going to lead you into where you need to be. It's not going to lead you into your potential. It's not. Okay? And stop beating yourself down over projects that have failed, over projects that didn't work out the way you wanted to, over projects that didn't pan out the way that you had expected. Okay? This is sometimes our inability to accept how things turned out. Accept it. Why turn around to go see it again and replay the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again? No, that is that shadow energy that we have to grow out of. This is about emotional forgiveness. Yes, you must. This is about releasing regret. This is about reconciliating. Do you hear me? There's a major difference between what was versus what is. What was versus what is. You know, believe it or not, grief refines the heart only when it's processed consciously. Grief refines the heart only when it's processed consciously. It's time to refine the heart. You can't continue to live in the past. Sag. Capricorn. Where are the Capricorns? Are there any Capricorns in the house? You got that right. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's time to let it go. Is Capricorn in La Casa tonight? Awesome. Are you kidding me? No, we're not going to do that. This one came up again. Capricorn, it came up again, but no. I'm going to shuffle again. Hell no. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. What you going through, Capricorn? What you going through? What you going through, Capricorn? I can't see my Instagram messages are frozen. Give it to them. Okay, let's see. En el nombre de Dios. Spirit ain't letting you all off the hook. I put the 5 of Cups down because it was a repeat card. It was back to back, and we got another repeat card now. 7 of Cups for the Capricorns. So between the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Cups, listen, you already heard the conversation with the 7 of Cups. You already heard the conversation with the 7 of Cups. I forgot what sign it came up for, but you already heard the conversation with the 7 of Cups earlier. You can't trust everything that you see, because everything that you see, what's being offered to you may not be the reality. What's been offered to you, it's an illusion. What's going on in your head, you need to ground. You need to put your feet on the ground. You need to be on earth. Because we want so many things that unfortunately we end up with nothing. What good does that do? What good does that do? It doesn't. It doesn't. It's time for you to be able to ground. And you got to dig deep. This is a Scorpio card. What's going on in the love department? What's going on in the relationship department? And I say this because this is a Venus and Scorpio card. Are you letting your life be governed by desire? Are you letting your life be governed by desire? By desire. It's time to get out of that. Capricorn. It's time for you to be able to understand that there's a power struggle here. You're living off certain ideas that are in your mind and they're not grounded because the fantasy of it, what you think will be, what you think you will get out of it, how you think it will play out, is keeping you distant from the reality. It's keeping you distant from the reality of things. Do you hear me? It's necessary to ground. It's necessary. Very important. There comes a point in life where you have to say, be decisive. Be decisive. Oh, Santo, blessings to you. Blessings to you. Indeed, it's bittersweet. I know. I know. I know. Indeed, it is. Indeed, it is. How long have you been watching Tarot Tuesday? How long? Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn's the last one because we did Aquarius and we did Pisces earlier. There's so much that I could say right now. So much to say. Such a good night. Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Before I share with you, let me see, about 5 years, found you circa 2020. Ah, where are you on here? I see if I can. I wanna. I want to. Mm, how the hell do you invite people here to come live? My God, I gotta find a trick to this here on TikTok. Dios mío, ¿cómo es esto aquí? A ver, a ver. Óyeme. A ver, Mark, no me deja. Can people send requests to join here on TikTok? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea how it works. You know, before I start with the Gemini story, you know what? I will share the Gemini story inside the circle. Ah! I will share the Gemini's. I kid you not. I will share the Gemini story inside the circle. If you are inside the circle, you got to hear the Gemini story. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so send me a request. Let me see. KJ. KJ. All right, here we go. Hi.
Hey, Dr. Afi, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to turn on my camera, and I don't even know how to do that.
Girl, you don't know. I definitely don't. There you are. There you are.
Hi, hello there.
How are ya?
I'm the one that said that it is bittersweet. And this is the last Tarot Tuesday.
Yeah.
I have laughed. I have cried. I have been a little annoyed with you because the layers of that onion that you start peeling back, you force people to look at themselves, and I was ready to. So there was times it was like, you know what, I'm not ready to hear this, but you keep hearing it. You come every week to Tarot Tuesday, but there's things that live with me. I actually found notes because I write down as you speak.
Wow.
And I found an old note. It was from like 2-3 years ago that I wrote down what card it was. I'm a Sagittarius. What card it was, the message, and it still resonated today.
Wow. Wow.
So,
wow.
you know, like I said, it's super bittersweet, but I'm so excited to see what you have for us next. And thank you so much for your guidance, for your honesty, for the raw honesty.
Oh,
if you do not hold back. Let me tell you something. When you bring that cigar out, I'm like, oh, shit. That cigar come out, I'm like, oh, baby, he is not going to hold back now. Like, it just literally. So IG is where I found you. So happy to see you on TikTok because they're going to eat you up here. It just takes a little time for people to catch on. But once they know you, they're like, it's going to really, because you're one of them ones, one of the real ones.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So if you had to define, and it's probably a little hard, but if you had to define Tarot Tuesday in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Real, honest, clarity.
Awesome. Thank you.
And thank you so much for creating a community because I do belong to your soul family.
Yes.
You don't text me as often as I would like on the, because sometimes I'm like, holy shit, it's Tarot Tuesday. I didn't get a text message. I didn't get the heads up. I didn't know. But, that's literally how I would define it. And, I know that you're closing it out, with good reason for growth for all of us. Like, you literally push us towards the truth, that we know that's there, but we don't want to face it all the time. I've grown a lot just, being able to tap in with you. And I know that you're all the way in California. I live in New York City. And I'm upset that I missed you because I didn't get the memo until late that you were there.
Yes. Yes, I will. Yes. How
was that, by the way?
What was
the experience?
It was really good. It was really good. It was really good. It was a great group. I loved it. Everyone seemed to have loved it. And I'm definitely gonna take it back over there again.
Good, because next time that you do, just a little heads up, I will definitely be there. So
most definitely. Are you on my email list?
I am not sure. I know that I'm with the text group.
Okay.
And then I'm on IG and here on TikTok, which I love TikTok.
Okay.
I guess I need to sign up for your email.
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely.
And I know that you met Miss Ayanla.
Oh yes. She's my powerful woman. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She is.
She is something.
Yes, she is.
And so are you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
You have helped me on multiple levels.
Thank you.
To face my truth to grow.
Thank you so very much. Thank you very.
Keep it raw because that's how we grow. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so very much. and I hope you join us in the circle. It'll.
I'm definitely gonna be there. Like I said, I'm a part of the soul family. I'm not going anywhere. So thank you, for not just ending it. So now it's like suspense about how things are gonna roll out for what you have new.
Most definitely.
I'll definitely be here on TikTok. I'm not a big fan of
most
IG.
Definitely check out the circle. It's not on my spiritual Dr. Afi page. It's on my coachafi.com page, and there you'll see, you all will see all the information regarding the healing circle. And we'll be meeting. We go live every week on Wednesdays. Inside the circle.
And you'll be here on TikTok too, doing
I'll be going live on my social medias as well. Not for Tarot Tuesday. I'll be going live as an extension of what's going on inside the circle, because the circle is it's private for those that sign up for the circle. You know, but yes, I'll be coming on live. And it'll be
Something that I need to sign up for. Like I need to
yes,
go to the
yes,
links. Okay, I'll
yes.
definitely do it because I don't want to miss out for
Yes,
sure.
yes,
Yeah, I don't
yes,
want to
most
miss out on the
definitely.
energy. So thank you
Okay.
so
You're
much. A lot of
welcome.
love, a lot
Thank
of
you so
respect
very
for you.
much. Thank you for the support. Thank you for loving on Tarot Tuesday. Thank you for opening
Absolutely.
your heart to the messages, and we shall continue growing. We shall
That's
continue
right.
growing.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Okay.
Awesomeness. Awesomeness.
Bye.
Bye bye. So, my soul family. Ay, ay, ay. You know, I said to myself that I said to myself all this week and last week and today, I wouldn't get myself emotional, because this is not the end. This is a new beginning. This is a new beginning to a new level, to a new phase that we are all going to grow, because that's should be our goal in life, to grow, to continue expanding. Tarot Tuesday service that purpose, and now we get to grow more. Okay, thank you so very much, Miss Moses. Thank you so very much. Let me read Miss Moses' message here on YouTube. It says, "Good night. I'm on the East Coast, and it's 12:34 right now. I really appreciate it, Tarot Tuesday. I'll be around supporting you and the work you do. All the best, Spiritual Dr. Offie." Thank you so very much. Ah, I tell you, you all are family. You all are family in all the sense of the word. You all are family. You all are family. Um, well, we've been here for a minute. We've been here for a minute. So I'll say this. Tonight, let me see. I can't wait for the next chapter. Thank you so very much, Mama Tisam. You want to come on live too? Send a request so you can come on live and share your experience. Instagram, I really wish I can let you all come on live so some of you can share your experience, but for some reason the messages are frozen, so I don't know who wants to come. If you want to come live, send me a request to see if those even come through over on request to join. Send a request, and um and maybe it'll show up. I don't know if it'll show up. Ver. Of course. A ver. Woo! And look who it is. Look who it is. We're blessed with Gypsy Love in the house on Instagram. On the gram.
I didn't want to, I don't like life, how I feel, but I didn't want to let this night pass without congratulating you, number one. Number two, advocating for you, for whomever is left or whomever listens to the replay. You were asking some of your viewers, what did Tarot Tuesday mean? And Tarot Tuesday for me means the gift that Spirit has bestowed upon us through you. It doesn't matter whether it's ancestral healing or whether you did healing with the voices. I know when you first initiated your live today, you thanked House of Intuition, and you and I both share a story when it comes to them, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that the lines intersected, and that whatever it was that they said that finally made you come on live, I'm thankful for the way that everything came to be. I want to tell the audience, I hope wherever this man is, whether it's a retreat or a class or a session on live, I don't know. I know how it happens, but it doesn't cease to amaze me. Uh, I stopped going on live because I didn't like the fact that I wondered, I'm always saying the same thing. If you ever felt that same way. But I catch myself on live or in a class, and there is always something for me. So I wanted to tell the audience there will always be something for you. There will always be something that rings true, a reflection, um, a lesson, something that you need to chew on or something that you need to work on, whether that is a validation or something in your shadow or something from your ancestors that you need to look. So I hope that wherever this man stands, in whatever corner of the world, that if you have a chance to tune in, you do, um, because it never stops. The work never stops. The support never stops. And I'm just as surprised and as curious and as to what is to come for you, as much as it's a bittersweet that you will be leaving on this, in this structure. But I also do understand that part of doing the work means I stand present in where I am. I'm doing the work with spirit, for myself, for the audience, as transparent as I can be. And I am here now. So does your work, and so does the direction that you have to go in. But that just means that if you take us with you, or if you extend that opportunity, I hope that many of us get to not only support you, but support ourselves.
That's right.
So I am very thankful. I know that I have cheered you on, and sometimes I have cried. And just like your previous guest on your TikTok said, sometimes I was even annoyed, because reflect you are, it is through my I urge that your followers have been with you. Social media is social media, and the scrolling and the holes are deep and they're real. Yes. So if somebody can follow you for 2 years, for 5 years, for 10 years, there really is magic there, and there really is familial threads there. And don't stop, be consistent, and remind us every once in a while, because we, the audience, get caught up in other loops. So I do hope that you come back, and even though it's not in the format of Tarot Tuesday, we also need to go deeper. We also need to go deeper than a single reflection. We need the forum to be able to work through some of those things out, to work them through. I don't know how much homework you will give and where you're going, but I really do hope that your product, that your workbooks, that the way you think and the way you process makes it onto some sort of form that we can also do extended work on. I don't know if your healing circle will be recorded, and if we're not on schedule with you, if we can. Yeah, it'll be recorded. It's always be recorded. It'll always be inside the incubator for access. As the site says, it's not something that you have to force yourself to keep up with, because it'll always all be there, accessible, for anyone. If you couldn't catch it this week, you'll catch it next week. Yes, we do have work. Yes, we do have, you know, I don't like to call it homework, because homework feels like a task, and it's not about a task. It's about there is information there
that supports our growth. That's what it's like. So if I
Well, I'm
couldn't
gonna
catch
say
to it today, I'll catch to it tomorrow. If I couldn't catch to it tomorrow, I'll catch to it the next day. But it'll be there for whenever you're ready.
I'm gonna say something that I heard the other day. Um, Showing up, you said let's not call it homework. I'm going to consider it small steps and investment towards future me. If future me on the other side was saying, how did I get here? I want to be my own, I want to be future me's dopamine. I want to look forward to taking the steps that will make me better. So I don't want to take up more of your time. I just wanted to say thank you in behalf of my inner child, in behalf of my ancestors, through the shadow work that I've done. And I can't wait to see what you have next. And I always hope that it's stamped all over the place and that you are accessible, because it's some people have a life and make a living out of being content creators, but you are a whole ass man with a whole ass job and family and responsibilities, and still find time to do spirit's work. And you don't live off of content. So, hey, public out there, like, we need to keep good channels open and support, real good information and workers and vessels. So I hope that you share, and I hope that you log on, and I hope you listen to the replays, because if not, we get lost in the algorithm. And so help support him and his change.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you for the love that you've given Tarot Tuesday too as well, because you've been a dedicated, loyal supporter of my work, not just because of our connection on a spiritual religious side, but also because on a human level, you know. So, I'm very grateful for that, deeply, deeply.
And in closing, like, I don't know what people think. I don't know if people ever think spiritual religious connection, like she's obliged. I am not obliged. That is only, my presence is only a testament to my trust in him and in his work with spirit. So yes, he is my mentor, but other than respect and gratitude, my presence is not mandatory. It's a choice, and I choose it every day. So if, for those of you who know me, who love me, who come from my channel, we all need somebody, and this is a good somebody to be associated with. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Have a good night.
Good night. So, my soul family. Wow. Tonight, I release this chapter with gratitude. Not casually, not hurried, obviously, not unfinished. I honor every insight revealed, every truth that surfaced, every moment of clarity that arrived exactly on time. Nothing that happened here was accidental for the last 8 years. Every card pulled carried reflection. Every message offered carried intention. Every Tuesday held alignment. This space mattered. And it will continue to matter in a different form, in a different level. And because it mattered, we close it consciously. So, as this chapter closes, I want you to know that the wisdom does not leave. The awareness does not disappear. The power does not diminish. It integrates. What was revealed stays with us. What was activated continues within us. And what was awakened now belongs to us. Do you follow me? We are not walking away empty. We are walking away integrated. Integrated. I honor the ritual this became. I honor the consistency over 8 years. I honor the growth. And I thank every person who showed up, seen and unseen. Energy was exchanged here. Insight was exchanged here. Courage was cultivated. That does not vanish tonight just because Tarot Tuesday comes to an end. It actually roots. It doesn't vanish. It roots. But let this be clear. Let this be very clear, my soul family. We do not close in sadness. We do not close in nostalgia. We do not close in attachment. We close in strength. Because growth requires movement. Growth requires movement. And movement requires courage. This chapter has done its work. And I refuse to keep something open just to avoid the discomfort of evolution. Do you hear me? So tonight, I reclaim my authority. I reclaim my intuition. I reclaim my alignment. The cards, these cards that has been, they have been worked. Baby, they have been worked. They will continue to work because, private sessions will always be available. But the cards were never the power. The cards were never the power. The cards were the mirror. Because the power was always within you. Do you hear me? It was always within you. And as one cycle closes, another one begins. Not from repetition, but from elevation. Not from dependency, but from embodiment. Not from fear of change, but from readiness for it. From readiness for it. Do you hear me? Tarot Tuesday may close tonight, but clarity remains, okay? Discernment remains. Intuition remains. Power remains. And what we built here continues in a new form, at a new level, with deeper integration, which is why I pray that you join me inside the incubator, inside the private shadow and lineage healing circle, so that we can really embody the knowledge and continue to grow. This chapter is complete. The wisdom is integrated. The authority is reclaimed. And we move forward so much stronger. And so it is. And so it is. You know, it's not Tarot Tuesday if I don't share with you a chant I want to share with you. All of you don't speak Spanish, and it is what it is. But sometimes I learned many years ago from my elders that it's not about understanding the language, it's about receiving the vibration. And it says, por el sendero ellos van, por el sendero ellos nos guían, en el camino nos veremos y ya nos recibirán. Las bendiciones llegan del cielo y la tierra nos sostiene. Benditos sean nuestros guías, que nunca nos abandonarán. May the power, strength, and light of our ancestors of wisdom and spirit guides of light be with each and every one of you. These cards, these very cards, created the soul family, nurtured the soul family, supported the soul family. And if you are thankful to me, it's because I am in deep gratitude to you, because I couldn't do this by myself. I was able to execute this calling publicly, at first not willingly, because you said yes. You decided to show up. You opened your heart and your private spaces enough to be able to receive. And that, oh my God, that just fills my soul. It really fills my cup, and it overflows. I pray that we continue this work together on the other side, inside the private incubator, because there's so much more for us to do to continue elevating and expanding This is not the end. This is a new beginning in its transformed version. It's going through its metamorphic experience. And I want to share that with you. If you are on Instagram, check the link in my bio. Click the link in my bio and visit the private incubator, the Shadow and Lineage Healing Circle. And join me because I'll be live there tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Wednesday. If you're on YouTube, the information is in the description box. If you are on TikTok, visit Coach Afi, AFI G, coachafig.com. And there you'll be able to see the membership for the incubator, and you can join the private circle. And I hope to see you there tomorrow and every week thereafter, and for however long Spirit has me there, which will be for a long time, because that's the new chapter of the soul family. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being open. Thank you for being here. Thank you for opening your space, your home. Thank you for allowing me to accompany you while you drive. Thank you for allowing me to accompany you while you were God knows where. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There are not enough thank yous. Every single thank you is too small for everything that my heart feels in this moment. But again, we shall continue growing because this is not the end. This is a new beginning. I cherish you. I love you. And as my great soul sister, the rebirth, Dr. Latanya Taylor says, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. I shall see you on the other side. Over